Spooky, scary story time sends shivers down your spine. Hi, it's Wolfychu. Halloween has always been one of my favorite times of year, after Christmas. Every year when I was younger, I always loved dressing up and going trick-or-treating with my friends. It was always so much fun to find a costume to wear, like a witch costume, or a ghost costume, or a vampire, and to go outside together on Halloween night. When I was in school, I even always tried to get the class in the Halloween spirit too by making little paper decorations for the classroom, which for some reason my teachers didn't mind me doing. Since I was the quiet one in my class, it was probably really weird for my classmates to see me suddenly running around decorating the classroom like that. Nowadays, I don't really do very much for Halloween, especially now that I'm living in Australia where it's pretty much non-existent. Which kinda sucks because I still really love Halloween and I love to celebrate it, but it's okay. I still really wanted to make a Halloween-themed video though. I'm the type of person who gets scared extremely easily, which certain people find really funny. I can't handle scary movies or creepy stories. If you tell me a ghost story, I'll most likely end up crying. I'm also kind of slightly terrified of spiders. I remember the first time I saw a huntsman spider after moving to Australia. It was on the wall one night right above our bed, and I could not believe the size of it. It was huge. My boyfriend joked around saying it wasn't even medium-sized. Or well, I thought he was joking. It turns out that they do grow a lot bigger than that. No wonder spiders are always used as Halloween decorations. I'll probably never stop being afraid of them, even if they are harmless. I remember one time a few years ago, my friends and I went to a haunted house. Even though I knew that it was going to be nothing but Halloween decorations and people in costumes in there, I was still kind of afraid. Of course I didn't want to admit this though. When it was our turn to go inside, we were told that only up to 2 people at a time could go in. My 2 friends ended up going together while I would go after them by myself. I was trying to convince myself that I was just being silly for being afraid. All that I had to do was walk through the house and catch up to my friends. I entered the house and walked quickly, just wanting to get out of there as fast as I could. It was really dark in there. All that I could see was curtains and fake spider webs. I tried to stay calm, thinking like the worst thing that could happen to me would be that I'd get a jump scare from someone, although nothing was happening. But then all of a sudden, a zombie jumped out from the darkness so fast I didn't have a chance to react, and he punched me directly in the face. Now imagine being in this situation where you had just gathered the courage to go in a haunted house by yourself, thinking that the worst thing that could happen would be that your friends would hear you get scared at someone's costume, but instead you get punched in the face by a zombie. What was my luck? I fell to the ground and looked up at the person, and they didn't even say anything. They were just standing there frozen in place, like they had just shocked themselves and were probably thinking something like, "Oh no, I'm probably gonna lose my job for this." I got up and ran away, keeping my hands covering my face, just in case another zombie decided to take a punch at me. Funny enough, nobody else in there tried to come scare me though. I guess maybe they thought they should probably stay away after seeing me just get bowled over by that other zombie. When I got back outside to where my friends were, it was hard to explain to them why I was running in such a panic and had a big red mark on my face. Another time on Halloween a few years ago, I went trick-or-treating with my 2 friends. We were having so much fun going from house to house and seeing the town literally full of kids in Halloween costumes. This town was always the best place to come trick-or-treating. So many people living there got into the Halloween spirit and decorated the outsides of their houses completely with creepy decorations. These were always the best places to get all the best candy too. But then we got to this one house on a more quiet street that didn't have decorations but still looked kinda creepy somehow. We knocked on the door and this old man answered and started yelling at us, saying what kind of game were we playing walking around dressed like that. It was like he had never heard of Halloween before, even though the town he lived in was full of decorations and other children dressed up. We tried to explain what Halloween and trick-or-treating was, but he wouldn't even listen to us and was going crazy. We were backing away from the door when he threw something at us and then slammed the door shut. The thing he threw landed close to our feet, and we saw that it was a bucket filled with something that spilt everywhere. We got closer to it and realized that it smelled strongly of bleach. I don't know what he was thinking throwing bleach at children. We decided that if we came trick-or-treating in this area again, we would never come back to this house. If you're going trick-or-treating this year, make sure to stay safe, and if you have any Halloween stories of your own to tell, leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Bye!